Hi! How many miles are you running today?
No miles because we're at the beautiful White House, but why don't I give you a tour? Let's do it. My name is Karoline Leavitt. I am from New Hampshire and I am the White House press secretary, and this is the beautiful White House.
She rose from a small town in New Hampshire to the national spotlight in under a decade. At just 27, Karoline Leavitt shattered records to become the youngest White House press secretary in U.S. history. But who is she really? Let's dive deep into the rise of one of the most talked about conservative voices in America. Karoline Leavitt was born on August 24, 1997, in Atkinson, New Hampshire. Raised in a working-class Catholic household, her roots are grounded in traditional American values. Her parents owned an ice cream shop, and Karoline spent much of her childhood helping out, developing a strong work ethic early on. At Timberlane Regional High School, she was active in sports, especially softball. Her academic curiosity and interest in politics were sparked during her high school years. She later attended St. Anselm College, a small liberal arts school in Manchester, New Hampshire, where she majored in communications and political science. Karoline became the first in her family to graduate from college. While in college, Karoline pursued internships that would shape her trajectory. She interned at Fox News, which introduced her to the world of media and conservative commentary. She also interned in the White House Office of Presidential Correspondence during Donald Trump's first term. These early opportunities not only exposed her to national politics, but also gave her a first-hand look at how media and messaging shape public opinion. In June 2020, Karoline joined the Trump White House as Assistant Press Secretary. Working under Press Secretary Kayleigh McEnany, she gained recognition for her professionalism, loyalty, and media savvy. In a time of heightened political polarization and 24/7 news coverage, Karoline stood out for her composure and sharp messaging. After the 2020 election, Karoline moved to Capitol Hill, where she became communications director for Representative Elise Stefanik of New York. Stefanik was one of Trump's staunchest allies in Congress, and Karoline helped amplify that message, particularly during pivotal moments like impeachment proceedings and the 2022 midterm buildup. In 2021, Karoline made a bold move. She announced her candidacy for Congress in New Hampshire's 1st District. At just 24, she was one of the youngest congressional candidates in the country. Her campaign was unapologetically pro-Trump, pushing back against what she called the radical left. She won the Republican primary in 2022, defeating several more seasoned candidates, but narrowly lost the general election to Democrat Chris Pappas. Despite the loss, she gained national attention as a fresh face in the conservative movement. Post-election, Karoline didn't disappear. Instead, she doubled down on her political activism by joining MAGA Inc., a Trump-aligned super PAC. She became a frequent guest on conservative news outlets and a popular speaker at GOP events. In 2024, she was tapped as National Press Secretary for Donald Trump's re-election campaign. Her aggressive media strategy, quick sound bites, and unwavering message discipline helped shape Trump's public narrative during the campaign. Following Trump's re-election in November 2024, Karoline was named White House press secretary. She officially stepped into the role on January 20, 2025, at the age of 27, making her the youngest person to ever hold the position. Her appointment was both celebrated and criticized. Supporters hailed her as a symbol of youthful leadership, while critics questioned her experience and combative style. In early 2025, Karoline married real estate developer Nicholas Riccio, a man 32 years her senior. The couple had a son in mid-2024 prior to their marriage. Her personal life became a point of discussion in the media, both for the age gap and for her conservative stance on family values. Karoline also drew controversy for refusing to engage with journalists who included gender pronouns in their email signatures, calling it unrealistic. This stance sparked backlash but also earned praise from her base. Karoline's press briefings are defined by a no-nonsense tone, frequent criticism of legacy media, and a preference for direct communication channels like X, formerly Twitter. Her approach echoes Trump's style but with a younger, more polished edge. She has also been praised for reaching younger conservative voters, and using short-form videos and memes to communicate complex policy messages. Her media savvy has helped the administration maintain a direct connection with its base. Public opinion on Karoline Leavitt remains deeply divided. To her supporters, she represents a new generation of unapologetic conservatism, sharp, articulate, and fearless. To critics, she's emblematic of a media strategy built on confrontation and culture war. Still, her influence continues to grow. Some speculate she could run for Congress again or even higher office in the coming years. Others believe she might become a long-term fixture in GOP media operations or think tanks. Whether you see her as a rising star or a polarizing figure, Karoline Leavitt is undoubtedly one of the most intriguing political personalities